What's going to happen once we have 140 drug users living 30 meters from the school and 30 meters from the playground?
Our school and the neighboring buildings will be dwarfed by this development.
Housing the most vulnerable of the homeless population in a 12-story supportive housing building in Kitsilano. That's the goal according to BC Housing. But people who live in this Vancouver neighborhood are concerned because the major project is across the street from an elementary school, a daycare, and a playground.
How is this area going to be maintained in a safe condition for the families that use the park?
Kitsilano resident Karen Finnan has lived in this neighborhood for decades. She was shocked when she heard about the project at West 8th Avenue and Arbutus Street, which will offer approximately 140 studio homes for those who are experiencing or are at risk of homelessness. The building will be unrestricted and tenants will have all the freedoms of a normal renter.
And that's a polite way of saying that if you have drug issues, if you have alcohol issues, you are welcome in this project.
In a statement to City News addressing neighbors' concerns, BC Housing writes in part, there would be policies and supports in place with this building to foster safety of both the residents and the surrounding community. There would be an on-site building manager along with at least 2 staff 24/7, with more during the day. Homeless advocate Fiona York feels it's important to have projects like this go ahead.
Seeing the move to independent suites and full rights as a tenant is really heartening. There's a lot of stigma, and that contributes to people's well-being as well. The way that they're treated, the access to services, it all relates to that stigma and that discrimination that people experience when they are drug users.
On the 450 kids here, their safety and security, it's a principle that I have to look out for their well-being.
Michael Yaptonche is the principal of St. Augustine School, the elementary across the street. He says they want to support the community's most vulnerable population, but feels the 12-story building will overtake the neighborhood.
We want to be supportive. We want to help. And we're just concerned that, will the right amenities and services be in place in such a large structure? And will the neighborhood and the kids remain safe?
According to BC Housing, there will be a monitored space where residents will be able to use drugs if they need to. Drug treatment and mental health programming will not be on site. A community advisory committee will also be set up to address concerns. But Finnan feels the details of the project are being handled like it is already a done deal, despite still being in the community engagement stage.
They are committed. That's the language that is used to rezone this site. And we feel like the consultation that's currently happening is perfunctory.
Public consultations on the project continue until March 15th. In West Vancouver, Ashley Burr, City News.